Is the unity of Nigeria being threatened? Joining me in the studio, I have a security expert, Kabiru Adamu. Thank you very much for being a part of this show.
Thank you for having me.
Then I also have a development expert, is Kachi Ononuju. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I'll be very glad to let you know that the man from Benin, the one who is spearheading the Midwestern campaign, I have Don Pedro via Skype. Thank you very much, Mr. Don Pedro, for being a part of this show tonight.
Thank you, Ijoma. I'm happy for you having me on the show.
Okay. And I also want to let you know that we have via telephone too, who will be calling into the program on this issue, the spokesman of the Yoruba Social Cultural Group, the Afenifere. I have Udumaki with me, or Yinka Udumaki will be joining us via telephone on this issue.
The original word was grazing reserves.
Okay.
We bent down and we saw it is based on land. We said no, the lands must be signed to by the governors under the Land Use Act. The second thing that they now withdrew that, he now came again, how to call it? We bent again, we say land. When that didn't work, they now tried to bring consolidation of underground water, surface water, and then embarking land. We looked at it again, land. Now you come again, RUGA, land. Why do you want to do this?
Okay, well, let's just go straight to Edo State, where we'll have Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki there. Thank you very much, Dr. Obaseki. Do you think the unity of this country is threatened?
I'm happy to hear the two gentlemen. And I want to tell you straight up, without missing words, that what we are saying is a deliberate schematic to change the political and geopolitical demography, the population demography of this country. And this must be resisted, and this must be stopped. I think it is ill-advised for the presidency and anyone within the presidency who have concocted this evil plan. Well, I don't want to start going into what the presidency is saying. The presidency almost always appear to be like kids who miss the bus. It's as if the presidency is populated by persons who first of all test the waters. And after testing the waters and seeing maybe the degree of resistance to certain policies, they quickly retract. So more or less, we are seeing a government that is involved in a proverbial doublespeak. He has said it. Doctor has said it. And I, Dr. Pedro Obaseki, I will say it, that the problem of Nigeria and the security problem we face today is heightened to astronomical levels by both the body language as well as the deliberate policies of the President Buhari government. And there is a need for them to sit back, think about the millions of Nigerians who are right now, maybe to a large extent, losing faith in the idea of a federal republic of Nigeria, which ab initio is actually a unitary government that is hiding under the guise of a federal arrangement. And it becomes even worse amongst the people of the Midwestern areas of Nigeria, the people of Edo and Delta, and the larger Niger Delta. We are the direct victims of this deliberate policy. And we will not be collateral damage again. We will not be the cannon holders for any form of veiled or expressly expressed ethnic agenda. We don't need it. And I think it is best for now for the government to sit back, carry that folder, don't shelve it, shred it, tear it up, because we are showing daily that Nigeria is...
Hello, doctor.
My considered opinion.
Okay, is that the reason why the regions are already meeting? They are meeting themselves in different regions. The Southeast elders are meeting, the South elders are meeting, and you just mentioned the Midwestern elders, even in the Southwest, and some part of the Northern elders too. Would this not mean that we are indirectly trying to break the fabrics of this country?
See, when you face an existential threat, the only way to do is to put yourself together. Do you watch Game of Thrones? Nigeria is like a badly written Game of Thrones. So right now, we are looking at ourselves again. I am Benin, I am Edo, but in Hausa. I speak Hausa almost as well as I speak English. I speak Igbo. I'm married to an Igbo woman. I worked in the north. I worked in Abuja. I worked in Kaduna. But I'm looking for that Nigeria that is seemingly like an Abiku. When Wole Soyinka wrote his book in 1959, prior to our independence, we are going through that schism today. We are all meeting because we are under threat. Those of other tribes are also allowed to meet, so long as they don't disturb or distort the cosmic balance of the Nigerian nation. Now, let's be calm and look at what is really going down. Forget about the seeming propaganda that is being bandied now by the federal government. The paper is clear. The executive order is clear. The initiative that was showcased in April by Mr. Auduogbe is clear. The meeting held last week, just on Tuesday last week, by the permanent secretary in Abuja there, announcing the pilot project in 12 states, which unfortunately includes my own. I guess our governor will not try that. So we must stand up and face this squarely and in the face. I mean, now only one time person they die. You don't die twice. And the person when they fear to die, now they die. What is happening in Nigeria today is what I never thought would happen just 10 years down prior to now. We must call on our president. He is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, not the president of a section of the country. What we are seeing today is a neo-colonial arrangement to push an ethnic agenda. And I'm not scared to say it. You said now they have added all animal husbandry. Can they be a little less economical with the truth and go back to the original document? Do pigs graze? What was the originating plan? Pathways.
But the government said
above surface water.
The government said
we found are grazing colonies. Do pigs graze? Do we know what RUGA Fulani is in Niger State? Have we not seen the pilot project in the areas of Kontangura? We have 31,000 hectares. 31,000 hectares. It may sound funny, but we should break it for the average Nigerian to know that in Lagos area, 1 hectare is 15 plots. In the south, 1 hectare is 10 plots. 10 hectares is 100 plots. 100 hectares is 1,000 plots. That's 1,000 houses. 10,000 hectares is 100,000. How many thousands of houses are in Gwagwalada local government area of Abuja? How many houses are in Oredo local government area of Edo State? When you want to give 31,000 times 10, 310,000 housing spaces to persons who are not indigenous to the areas they want to settle. Is that not a total dismantling of the status quo? Is that not a total rearrangement of the geopolitical space? Is that not a total rearrangement of the demography of that place? Is that not a colonial arrangement? What is the difference between what he is proposing and what the Boers did in South Africa? What is the difference between what Mr. Buhari is proposing than to the ones that was done even in the occupation of Nigeria? What are we talking about?
All right.
Any Nigerian who sits back and do nothing will cripple fast, and there may not be a Nigerian for us to talk about and hand over.
God forbid. Dr. Pedro, we'll come back to you. Thank you. We have limited time. Let's just go to Edo and hear from Dr. Pedro Obaseki. Dr. Obaseki, yes, you are smiling. Yeah, you have condemned the RUGA settlement, and you have condemned the RUGA settlement. You have condemned the policies by government. What do you think should be done to keep the unity of Nigeria in this regard?
This is a very simple issue. Dr. Kachi has sketched it. Dr. Dumaki has spoken about it. Wadamu, my friend, masala. This is big wahala. But why are you taking the wahala to places that are not native to the wahala? That is just the truth. The simple issue the simple thing is clear. there is a migration of cattle from the Sahel into Nigeria, handled basically by Fufude-speaking Fube Fulani Puel. It is normal. So across, he had said it, that across the northern belt, from Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, Kanu, Jigawa, Yobe, and to the edge in Borno, you can create buffer zones to warehouse and census. Take the census of this cattle. Now, I want to tell him when he says RUGA is all over Nigeria or was all over Nigeria, like Femi Falana in his most dastardly disinformation tried to put across. My name is Pedro Obaseki, and the Obaseki family used to own large swaths of ranches. We call it Emila Edo cow. From 1918, when my grand uncle Dawson Obaoyedo Obaseki opened the first commercial ranching in the Midwestern areas of Nigeria. There were ranches there, and those ranches, as he said, as Kachi said, were dismantled during the military regime. Now, you want to create these ranches. You are carrying swaths of people who are not native to Abia. You want to create cattle ranches in Umunochi, Ukwa, Isialaungwa, in Abia. You want to create ranches in the back areas of Uturu. It will not work because you are going to create more problems. He said there is a problem. Do you solve the problem at the move? This is your question. Do you solve a problem by creating larger problems that are actually going to be nuclear? The answer is no. The government knows that Fulanis and Hausas, now we are now realizing that there is a difference between the Bahushe Hausa and the Fufude Fulani. They are killing themselves. Is the Zamfara problem a herders problem? Can we tell ourselves the truth? Zamfara problem is basically a mineral resource problem. So we should not conflict matters. Our Midwest movement, we have made it clear to our governors, the Delta and Edo State governors, we do not have a single inch of land. However, ranching is allowed. We all eat cattle. We all eat cow meat. But that does not stop a Bini boy, an Urobo boy, or an Esakoesan Kwale boy from taking part in breeding cattle. We are breeding other things because the cow that is used in making beef in Argentina, the cow that is used in making beef in the UK, in the US, definitely did not come from Fulanis. Nigeria is the only place where large populations of cow are being taken from place to place. That is why they are all looking wretched, tired, worn out. We are eating diseased cow meat. So Nigeria, it is an existential threat to everybody. They want to take their land. Hello?
Doctor.
Number two, it is a health problem. Number three, it is a non-scientific, very mundane, analog way to solve a digital question. Nigerians should wake up and smell the coffee. Let me speak like my brother Patrick Obayago. We say a cabodo rejectamenta to the issue of cattle or rugas, colonies, whether they are brutal, ruga, raga, we not agree. We are saying this because we want to protect the Commonwealth and the patrimony of our peoples within the larger Nigerian nation.
Dr. Obaseki, before I let you go, you've heard of the Fulani radio. As a broadcaster, what do you have to say about that? In just one word.
Well, the Fulani radio, the Fulani radio is good. Fulani should have their own radio now. What is they wrong with that one? But the government, once they give money to Fulani to do their radio, they go give us money to do Midwest radio, yes. Radio Bende. Then they go give Yoruba people money to do our radio. They go give Igbo money, Igbo money to do Igbo radio. They will give the whole Niger Delta money to do Ijo, Yoruba. That is it.
Okay.
Because Buhari is not the president of Fulani people. The money is going to give to them is not coming from herdsmen. Those money are coming from the soul-reading backs of the poor of the Niger Delta. It's coming from the heavy tax-paying people of the southwest of Nigeria.
All right, Dr. Obaseki.
It's coming from the commerce and commercial activities of the taxed Nigerians who are from the southeast.
Thank you. Thank you.
The president has told us to come out. We are not joking. This is not a joke. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Dr. Obaseki, for being a part. Thank you for being a part of this program. Thank you.